Hey babe, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jo, your host as always. So today, I really want to talk about something that I get asked a lot, which is how do I do shadow work in the moment? So when something is happening and I feel like I'm triggered and I'm kind of spiraling out of control into this negative place, how do I do the work around it right then so I don't continue to spiral? And that is a really amazing question. So basically, my answer is always this. We are in control of our emotional state 100% of the time. So let me rephrase that. We are responsible for our emotional state 100% of the time. We can be in control of our emotional state 100% of the time. It's just a matter of being present. So being aware and really noticing, what triggered me? So what happened that sent me down the spiral of anger, or irritation, or frustration, or sadness? So ask yourself really that. What triggered me? And from there, you'll answer yourself, obviously. And then it's really a matter, honestly, of asking yourself the questions to stay in the moment. Well, what triggered me? Do I have to feel like this? Do I have to feel angry? Do I have to feel frustrated? Do I have to feel whatever? The answer is always no. You don't have to feel anything that you don't want to. Nobody can make us emotionally feel anything. Physically, maybe, but not emotionally. We are in control of that. We choose to allow situations or other people to influence how we feel. And a big part of not being reactionary is to be in the moment and to actively ask yourself those questions. Do I have to feel this way? What triggered me? Why do I feel this way? What purpose do these feelings serve? So really, when we get to the trigger of something, and it might not be something we can even deep dive into in that moment right then. It might be something that we want to take a mental note of and then kind of revisit it later. But essentially, asking ourselves, well, what is this trigger? Why do I feel like this? Why did what that person said make me angry? Why did what that person said piss me off so bad? Or why did I feel so upset about this? Whatever the emotion is, you can actively ask yourself in that moment, do I have to feel this way? Do I have to feel angry, frustrated, whatever? No, you don't. So, how can I rearrange the energy around this so that I don't feel so whatever? And like I said, really asking yourself those questions in the moment will help you to diffuse that immediate reaction, that immediate anger, that immediate sadness, or frustration, or whatever it is. So knowing that you are completely responsible and in control of your emotional state all of the time, and that no one can make you feel however you don't want to feel, how do you choose to feel now instead? So you could say, you know what, I'm going to rearrange the energy around the situation. Let's say someone is trying to invalidate your opinion or whatever. So you can choose to say, you know what, I'm going to rearrange the energy around the situation because I know that what I have to say is valuable. I know that my opinion is valuable. I value myself. I value my opinion. And I'm not going to let this bother me because it doesn't really matter. It's not that person's business whether or not my opinion matters. It's not up to that person to decide what matters or what's important or what's valuable. That's up to me. So you can rearrange that energy in the moment. And again, that sort of diffuses that immediate feeling to be reactionary. And it's something that I feel like I see a lot of, especially now on social media. Someone posts something and then immediately there's like a whole bunch of comments, either in agreement or disagreement. And it's just kind of like, we don't really need to take it there just to get a reaction. We don't really need to take it there to prove a point. Like, you can know and be validated within yourself. And this is kind of a long-winded way of getting into what we're going to be talking about in the next episode, which is really doing the work around having internal validation, because external validation is never going to get you fucking anywhere. You're always going to be searching for it if that's how you fill your cup. If you fill your cup with external validation, you will always be starving for it. You will always be hungry for it. You'll always be looking for someone else to validate you. And if that triggers you, that's something to think about. That's something to look into. Why do I need to validate myself over someone else? Why do I need that external validation? Why do I need that person or that person to feel like I'm valuable or worthy or whatever? And rather than, again, having the immediate reaction, the anger, the frustration, the sadness, the negativity around that, take a step back and ask those questions. Get in control of your emotional state. Because when you do this, you can flow through the rest of that conversation or interaction with a little more level-headedness. You can flow through that and not let it bother you. It's not gonna maybe linger the way that it would. It might not send you down a spiral. Something small like that triggers you in a day, maybe that used to make you mad the rest of the day and cause you to feel like you're having a terrible day. Maybe when you diffuse it in the moment, when you get that practice behind it of defusing that situation, then you can just let it roll right off you. Then it's not such a big deal. Then we're not being reactionary. Then we're being able to stay in control of our emotional state and proceed the way that we naturally would, rather than from a place of reactionary anger or negativity. So, that is something that I get asked a lot. A lot of people have questions about, well, how do I diffuse it in the moment? How do I do it in the moment? And so really it's about taking that pause and saying, well, wait a minute, do I have to feel like this? Do I have to react like this? Do I have to let that person have the power over me? No, because they don't have that power. That power is mine, and I can do with it whatever I want. But I want to be in control of my emotional state. I want to step into my power. And it's really up to you whether or not you choose to own your personal state or continue to look outside of yourself for cause. We have to be at cause in our lives, because we really are, no matter what. Whether we place the blame on other people or not, the fact of the matter is we are still at cause for our feelings, our actions, our reactions, our thoughts, our mindset, all of that. We are at cause for it. Nobody else is. So, that being said, why not empower yourself to say, you know what? I don't have to feel like this. I don't need to. I'm going to take my power back, and I'm going to choose to feel this way, choose to react that way, choose to act from this place. So, own that. Because that's how you take your power back. That's how you empower yourself. If you have any questions, obviously reach out to me. I am here for you always. You can send me an email. You can pop over to my website. All of the links are below, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye.